What the fuck does this say?
Percy, do you have to do that, baby? I guess you do have to.
You should get them out of here. Because he's just gonna do this the whole time, unless you do.
Hello. The camera might be shaky. Oh my god.
Okay. We're back.
Okay, the camera might be shaky. I would like to start this video off by saying I like your drawing.
That's the best part.
By saying how we know Sonic. Okay? So would you like to start?
Growing up, I played a lot of games. I was mostly a Nintendo kid. I didn't play much Sonic. I played, like, my grandparents' house had a Genesis, so I played the original Sonic there. And then on my computer, I had, like, Sonic Racing. And then I had Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. That's pretty much all the Sonic I ever played as a kid. Anything I knew about Sonic, I knew from those sources. So I don't have a huge connection.
So I played... Is it just called Sonic? I played the old one, but on the Wii. Because it was on the Wii. I believe that was the only Sonic game I played. But I watched, like, all the shows. As a kid, I watched Sonic X, Sonic Underground, my personal favorite. I watch a lot of weird video game cartoons, so I am very well versed in Sonic as a character and what he is canonically, his attitude and stuff like that. So, going into this movie, when I heard they were making a Sonic movie, I thought, wow, it's going to be horrible, right? But as it came closer and closer, I was super, super excited for it. Is that a similar reaction from you?
I was excited for the meme potential, for sure.
Yeah, and, you know, huge controversy when they released the first trailer because Sonic looked hideous. They gave him fingers and not gloves, you know.
It was haunting.
It was very, very scary. But I have a huge conspiracy theory that they did that as a ploy, and they actually only had the one they ended up going out with. So they made that, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll release this one, get people to be mad about it, and then release the real one. But whatever. And so yeah, I was pretty excited. Jim Carrey is great at being cartoonish and evil. He plays good bad guys. And
you know what role I think would be perfect for him?
What?
Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. He could do the Fairly Odd Parents perfectly.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, that popped into my head and I was like,
you know who Cosmo would be?
who's that?
The Phil Dunphy from Modern
Do
Family.
you think?
Because he played the beluga in Finding Dory, and he was like exactly Cosmo's character. Wanda would be Wanda. You know who I'm talking about?
Wanda Sykes?
Yeah!
The black lady?
Yeah, just because her name's Wanda.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about our predictions for the movie. So this is still not spoilers yet. Based off the trailer had about 15 slow-mo scenes in it. So Luke and I both had estimates. I said I thought there would be 70 slow-mo scenes in the movie, and Luke said 7. We both predicted that someone would say "Gotta Go Fast." We both predicted that they would play a classic Sonic song in the movie. Luke predicted there might be a Chaos Emerald or something about Robotnik turning animals into robots. And we both predicted Tails would be in it. Okay. Now, I wrote a lot of notes. 4 pages of notes. You did too! So, are we gonna go through all of our notes?
I'm just gonna hit the more important stuff, because
Okay.
a lot of stuff.
Like, I said, if this was Cinema Sins, I said, this will be spoilers from now on, by the way. It opens up with Sonic saying, "So, I know what you're thinking." And him fighting Eggman, and, that irked me so much.
I feel like it was just unnecessary.
It was just like, you don't need that. A lot of movies, you don't need that, but they...
I feel like even this one especially, too, because of course he fights Eggman. We know Eggman's in this movie. Like, this 10-second clip of you running is not important enough.
Running
to put
down a building,
mm-hmm.
too. From my count, he died 4 times in the movie, too. Which, he dies, you know, baby Sonic dies as he falls, and then the rings fall. And then makes the noise when he gets hit and the rings scatter. And then he dies... Look, I wrote Sonic's toes with 4...
You drew a picture.
I did. I drew a picture of Sonic's toes right there.
Do you want to go through the plot first and then talk about the details?
We can do that.
We were bad at this. We can do that.
We're really bad. Okay, so...
Basically,
Sonic saves Turtle.
Okay, so starts off, it cuts back to the beginning.
Which a lot of people start like books and things off like that because you want the audience, you want the story to start in the middle of action, you know? So they're hooked. But I don't think that you necessarily need that to get someone hooked.
Mm-hmm.
And
especially at like a movie, like you're already in the movie.
I know, you're already paid to see it.
So, starts off, we walk into the theater and there's a coupon for a Sonic Boom drink, which I did get.
Oh my god, wait.
I did. I got the Sonic Boom drink.
I thought it was going to be alcoholic, but it's not. And the straw comes with a lemon circle, but since there's a hole in it, it's like a gold ring. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm framing this.
And then... Okay, so it cuts back to him on his home planet, which is Green Hill Zone number 1. And
which is weird because the town he goes to is Green Hill.
And then, yeah, the town... Okay, and then he's running Baby Sonic, Baby Yoda.
Baby Sonic, yeah.
He had to cash in on the baby shit.
Baby.
And then he
Long Claw
has special powers, which apparently not everybody has. And he's running, flexing his powers because he's a snot-nosed little baby. And then his mom, who's an owl. Wise caretaker, who's an owl named Longclaw, is like, yep, they got your ass here. These rings are portals to other dimensions.
Yeah.
If you're ever in trouble, use the rings. They're your most prized possession, so always keep them. And the people who were chasing them, one of them kind of looked like...
They all looked like Knuckles.
They all look like Knuckles, but they're in like masks and stuff.
Yeah. And...
So, maybe Shadow.
Shadow is black!
Yeah, I think some of them were.
No, they were all red. With like stripes on their braids.
They mentioned something about Shadow, like a reference. Anyway, he's running from them. They use the ring. He gets teleported to Earth. And then it cuts, 10 years later?
Yeah.
And he's just vibing in a cave, doing all this fun speed stuff.
His cave was super cute.
And he explains that if he's in trouble on Earth, he's already got another planet picked out. That's a mushroom planet, full of mushrooms and nothing else. But he lives in a small town called Green Hill.
Oh.
And he stalks all
everyone.
the town folk and gives them all names and stuff. Also, okay, so next it's the cop who's like...
Wait.
What?
He spies on the cop.
Mm-hmm.
And his girlfriend watching the movie Speed, and he says he loves Keanu Reeves. It's a classic. I thought that was really funny because, classic Keanu Reeves movie, but then since it's a kids movie, we got all the trailers for the new kids movies coming out, and SpongeBob with Keanu Reeves as God himself in it was there, so it was like you saw young Keanu Reeves and old Keanu Reeves. Okay, anyways,
you can take it from here.
Okay, he's watching kids play baseball.
Isn't that after the turtle scene?
Yeah, the turtle scene happened up here though. You want to talk about the turtle scene?
Yeah, so he saves a turtle, but the whole thing is the cop sees him speed by, and he's like looking at his own speed, and it says he's only going like 300 miles an hour, which I thought was really weird, because later in the movie he runs...
Later in the movie? Exactly, he runs all the way to the ocean.
And back in like a second.
But also, even later in the movie, he runs to the tower... And he goes up to the top, and he's like, oh, you need a key card. That took longer than it took him to run to the ocean.
So his speed is very
consistency
variable.
Is not here.
But he loses a quill in his spiky hair, and the cop picks it up and has it at his house.
Yeah, that was something that this Sonic had that I don't remember any other Sonic having.
The lightning?
Electricity powers?
Yeah, unlimited
electricity.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
That was weird. But you have to, like, make him be known to the government somehow. And I guess him spying on a bunch of people isn't gonna make him be known. I don't know. Why would Eggman want this, boys?
And so then it's a baseball game.
Then it's a baseball game where he's being super creepy watching a bunch of little kids play baseball. And he's like, oh, it's the playoffs! So that implies he's been watching them the whole season, which I wrote down baseball pedo? Question mark. Yeah, but Sonic's just spying on literally everyone, and it's, like, kind of sad, because later they refer to him as a child, but he was a baby, so you don't know how old he is, really. So, he might be 10, or he might be, like, 18. And, like, that would be really weird if he was watching kids play baseball.
Yeah, I just assume he's, like, 13, 14.
Okay.
Like a teenager.
But
he acts like a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So
at the baseball game, after everyone leaves, he wants to have some fun. He's goofing. So he's playing baseball with himself because he's just that fast. And so he plays all the positions, and he gets overexcited and basically lightning.
He leaves himself hanging for a high five. And then depression immediately kicks in, and he starts angry running. around the track, digging holes in the floor around the track? What?
The diamond.
Diamond Mount? Anyways. And then he goes Sonic Boom and wipes out power.
To the whole Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest, that's what they said, yeah. And the cop's landline is working, even though there's no power in any of the buildings. That's what I wrote down. Government meeting. Why SPHDS? I don't know why I wrote that down.
Okay, we'll try to speed it up a bit because we've been talking this for a long time. We've gotten nowhere. So basically, the government hires Eggman to investigate.
He's really cocky. He thinks he's better than everyone. He knows he's better than everyone. He's smarter than everyone. He has this weird kind of romantic relationship with his subordinate, maybe?
Okay, and then...
I mean, I'm not saying write fan fiction about it, but if you were to, there's enough evidence out there.
And then Sonic gets with the cop because he's scared of Eggman, and he has to go to... And during being scared, he dropped his rings in San Francisco, so he has to go with the cop to San Francisco. And they go to San Francisco, and Eggman follows them, and he gets the ring back, and this is his home. And so instead of going home, he sends Eggman to the Mushroom Planet.
Yes.
When he was supposed to run away there because he's not safe anymore.
Yeah, but now he's safe, and everyone is saved.
And at the very end, freaking Tails goes to Earth and goes, "You gotta find my boy Sonic." Everyone flipped out.
So, I'm just gonna do this now and then talk about more.
All the details, yes.
For the slow-mo scene estimate, Luke was right. There were 6 slow-mo scenes. Gotta go fast. Sonic and the little girl says, "Gotta go fast." Which I believe got applause from the audience. Play a classic Sonic song. This was like the last scene, or one of the last scenes in the movie, and it played, and I was just like, oh my god, Luke!
It played Green Hill Zone song, but it was like a piano medley. It sounded really good.
No Chaos Emeralds, nothing about animals, but Tails was there. As soon as Tails came on screen, people were screaming. We saw this movie at 9 p.m. on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So it was single college kids and like 2 groups of kids.
Yeah, there were maybe 2 kids in the whole theater. And it was full.
It was really, because like our service kind of sucked. I didn't get my nachos until a lot, and then they forgot our waters, and it was just like, oh my gosh. Anyways.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So, one thing I wanted to talk about is how, movies get sponsored by companies. This movie, and normally they're like subtle about it, like maybe there will be a Coke, they'll be drinking Coke, you can see the label, whatever. Maybe they're talking about what a quarter pounder is called in France. Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. Man, I could go for a Royale with cheese right now.
This movie had weird sponsors that don't have to do with Sonic, video games, or anything. And also, were blatantly obvious. Like, okay, they're searching for houses on Zillow.
Showed the Zillow website.
Showing all the results on Zillow. And for not even 5 minutes after that, they talk about Olive Garden and they say, "'Cause here, your family," or something, whatever the Olive Garden tagline
that's
is.
exactly what they say.
And later, they get a gift card, a $50 gift card from the U.S. government to Olive Garden, and they were like, "The pasta bowl is never ending."
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
There's an Amazon one.
Amazon. Sonic made a joke about how the drones Dr. Robotnik uses are like, he was like, "Can you believe Amazon was going to deliver packages with these things?" So it's just like weird. Like I understand you probably couldn't get like Sega working with Nintendo now. I feel like, aren't they the same now? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they're
But
still
you
separate.
couldn't have Sonic be like, "Oh, look, a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Maybe I should play a classic Sonic game on Nintendo Switch."
I thought they were gonna have like Sonic the Drive-Thru, a reference to that, but they didn't.
Yeah, he freaked out like he'd never heard the name Sonic before. It's a food place. Speaking of food, there was a chili dog reference for all you worried about it. Luke had never heard that Sonic's favorite food was chili dogs, but as I know and love Sonic, I knew that. He doesn't eat it on scene, but he talks about, "Oh, chili dog farts."
Yeah, and then they're like, "Better check your fur on that one." There was a lot of really funny jokes.
Poop jokes.
That was a diarrhea joke. It was hilarious.
A lot of poop
There was
jokes.
a bunch of really good jokes, like
He shot lightning out of his butthole, he said.
there's like anal probe jokes.
Yes, he said.
Psychological tire fire jokes. There's a lot of the jokes hit really well, and I think the delivery was good. And then Jim Carrey, just as a person, is very entertaining. He really did a good job just being Jim Carrey.
So, off of that, the first scene Jim Carrey's in is on the baseball field where they're investigating, and he's like interrupting the main guy, right? Saying, "No, I'm in charge here. I'm in charge here, whatever." And then he says, "You've never seen anything like this." But they show him a QR code. And it's like, okay, weird flex. And then he spoils Charlotte's Web for no reason? I knew the ending, but warning, if you have not seen Charlotte's Web, read it or watch the show or the movie or the other live action movie, which I don't know why you would want to watch that one, but watch something before you go, so you don't get it spoiled.
But there was also some things that didn't hit, like Sonic flossing.
Twice! Why do you have to have him floss twice?
Sad
Like,
to see.
Like, this movie, they should have known this movie wasn't for new kids. Like, Toy Story 3 is not for children of today. Monsters University is not for children of today. It's for children that grew up with Sonic, you know? So why would you have him flossing? That was just straight cringe. Straight cringe, bro. But, they do show Sonic's toes a few times, so if you're into that, you should definitely go see, because he has some nice toes.
Sonic also had a thing at the beginning where, since he was alone, for him to have lines, he just talked to himself, and it was very like...
Forced?
It was like Smeagol. It was just a lot of him talking to himself at the beginning.
Yeah.
Which I guess kind of died down later, but still kind of keep
But
up.
it is, he did say that Sonic, like, never shuts up.
Yeah,
like, he talks all the time.
Which is very true.
Which is very on character.
And then, oh, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Another thing that I noticed about the movie is I wonder if it was intentional, but the pacing of the movie just felt very off, like
Yeah.
fast, and I guess it
Fast.
makes sense because Sonic goes fast, but it also comes around to it being like a kids movie still. So I also had a problem with like switching from serious to a joke to serious to a joke all the time, and not like one character being serious and one joke like Sonic being like, I have to do this for my family, and then being like, what's up, fart munchers? But he
Yeah.
doesn't say stuff like that, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, that was a big problem. Like, he's insulting Eggman. He calls him Eggman because his drones are shaped like eggs, which I was like, okay, fine. But also he pushed his adoptive parents off a tower and they're plummeting to their death, but he's like playing the drums with bullets on other bullets, and it's like, Sonic, get your head in the game a little bit. I want to point out that when Tom is the name of the cop, which I don't think we've addressed, whatever, their names aren't really important. The only people that are important are Sonic and Dr. Robotnik. But the cop guy, when the first thing he said to Dr. Robotnik was, hello there. And I was like, General Kenobi. Yeah. It was epic style. Oh! Also, Eggman says, the most important thing you'll ever do is finally getting a Costco card, or maybe even getting a Labradoodle. And, Costco? Anyone? Another reference? Another sponsor?
Another sponsor.
Oh my god. And then, what? I don't remember how this was brought up, but Tom says something about being breastfed, and Eggman goes, way to rub that in my orphan face.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? Oh, because he's like, your mommy feeding you formula. And he was like, oh, actually, I was breastfed. That's what it was. But it was just like, okay. Another classic Eggman line. You just sit there and be you, Sliss. I was like, oh my god.
It's a pretty ridiculous line. There's one part where he's like just in his lab with music on, just
Vibing.
going absolutely nuts on the dance moves.
Jim Carrey is really good at, but also, so that's another thing. In this movie, Eggman had a tiny mustache with a curl, and he had hair, and he was skinny. Because at the end, on the Mushroom Planet, he shaves off his head. I don't know why. His mustache is growing like the weird thing, and he's seemingly gaining weight, which, mushrooms are a superfood. You shouldn't gain weight if you don't eat mushrooms. But I don't know. I mean, there's gonna be a second movie.
With Tails.
He shouldn't be able to move around that much, though, if he's morbidly obese as he is in the video
Well,
games.
he's gonna be like the video games where he has a huge stomach and really skinny legs and arms. That's what
Okay.
I imagine.
Okay.
Not like just like a big old guy. And you know, he's
Okay.
robot oriented. He don't have to move. It'll be like the people from Up.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying during those scenes, he's like running and dancing and everything.
And near the end of the movie, Tom, the cop's niece, gives Sonic his classic red shoes.
Because before his shoes were broke as fuck, I wrote that too.
Like, where the hell did this girl get these video game red foam looking shoes from?
Like, how were they exactly his size and everything? And she saw his shoes were broke, saw his toes through them, and took them off and gave him new shoes, but he still had the broke socks. You know? He still had his same socks. Yes. Do you remember why I said not even wearing pants?
Nope.
Anyways, Tom was blatantly okay with murdering raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
Not murdering, tranquilizing them, but like, what are you gonna do with a tranquilized raccoon, you know? Like,
Kill it.
but literally though, like, you trap them to release them. You don't drug them, you know?
Same effect.
Not really. You don't stay there and make sure they're okay. Anyways. Sonic had a bucket list. And then they went to this was actually before that. They went to the bar, and it was like a biker bar, and he gets into a bar fight, and that was on Sonic's bucket list. And then the bikers are racist towards hipsters. What the uck, man?
It was pretty funny. That part was pretty funny. We don't like your kind around here.
Yeah.
And they're like, what kind is that? Hipsters.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
But in the bar fight, none of the bikers had guns, and I was like, they definitely would have had guns.
That was one of the better jokes. Another really good joke is in the town he was in, there's like a town kook, and he called like, yeah, there's a blue devil. He runs around here. It's a blue devil. I drew a picture, and it's that Sanic meme.
Sanic!
Very poorly drawn
my gosh.
Sonic. It was very...
It's not poorly drawn. It's scientifically accurate, Luke.
It was really funny.
It was so funny. Does he say, I guess I had a bonus life?
Yep, he does.
Wow. Luckily I was writing that down when Luke was like, oh my gosh, he just flossed.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. I didn't see it until the second time, which was at the end of the movie.
He does
but
it twice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of good jokes.
What?
Hmm.
I have no idea what I'm writing. Sonic kills a family. They like basically kill that family that was in the car that ended up spinning out.
Yep, they do. And then they also like crash into the Sphinx and destroy one of the pyramids.
Yeah.
And
Like
they
they're just
really mess
destroying
some
world
stuff
wonders.
up.
And then I said live stream. Do you remember what that is?
He's looking to the camera. He's like, hey, it's your boy Sonic. He like makes a joke about it.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember?
All I wrote was live stream. So I don't remember. And then they were like, where do you think your tax dollars go to, Dr. Robotnik? Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
that's pretty funny.
Oh god.
And the whole time they fight, Robotnik is using that quill that he took from the policeman to go as fast as Sonic because it's unlimited power.
Yeah. Sonic says, I feel like Vin Diesel, and does a Fast and Furious reference.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He quotes Fast and Furious.
Dr. Eggman speaks Japanese for one word and says interesting, which is that a reference to how they were made in Japan?
Well, I have no idea.
Gotta go fast. New shoes, so cute. Human pancake. I don't know what I'm saying. Bromance. Okay, bromance between Sonic and Tom. I don't know what human pancake means. Oh my god! They said that there was some guy trying to commit suicide on the roof of the building they were trying to get in. They were like, oh, we need to go to the top because if we don't, there's going to be a human pancake. And I was just like, this is a kid's movie.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
It was just like, is that the only thing you can think? Because you need a key card to get up there. Oh my gosh. Your flying eggs are pretty impressive, Mr. Eggman. That was the quote. Oh my god! And then Sonic dies for the 4th time, and Tom goes, that's not any hedgehog, that's my friend! And Sonic goes, ooh ooh, and wakes up, and then goes depressive mode again and beats the shit out of Eggman.
Yeah, he opens his eyes and they're blue with lightning, and I just wrote Sans eye. And then he shoots a bunch of lightning right after I wrote Palpatine lightning hands.
Wow.
Because that all happens.
A prophecy. I wrote absolutely Shrek'd Eggman. Ball attack. He does do his ball attack.
He does go into the ball
a few times. And then I wrote gotta go fast. Classic Sonic scene. Olive Garden gift card. Never ending possible. Flossing again. Dr. Robotnik. Yeah. Okay. Tails. 3 exclamation marks. Applause and cheering.
I put Tails. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, that's all my notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 slow-mo scenes, which definitely thought there were going to be a lot more. I'm glad there's not, because
there's just not enough time in the movie to have all that mess.
Yeah. The movie...
One of the slow-mo scenes was very long, though.
Yeah.
It was like 5 minutes. The bar one? Was it the bar one? I think it was the bar one. The bar one was very long.
The bar one was very long, but also the bullets one was kind of long, too.
But I feel like not... But Eggman was moving fast, so it didn't seem like slow-mo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All in all...
It wasn't a bad movie.
For a kid's movie, it was pretty good.
For a kid's movie based off a video game, especially.
For a video game movie, it was very good.
Yeah.
But for a kid's movie, it was pretty good because there were a lot of adult jokes. But for like a normal movie, it's still a kid's movie.
It wasn't good.
Yes.
But it was one of the better movies we've seen in a movie theater in a while. And also, I love Sonic. I would die for Sonic. Stop hating on Sonic. I love Sonic. Why didn't they make a Sammy Classic Sonic fan reference?
I know. I was thinking they would.
I'm losing my freaking marbles. They could have just said that.
You posted a review of it.
No. What? Can we watch that?
I mean, yeah, you can.
And then record more?
No, no. We cannot.
Oh god.
The drink wasn't very good, though.
The drink was horrible.
Just tasted like peach flavor.
Monin peach and orange flavors mixed with fresh lemon juice and lemon lime soda.
So yeah, it was just like Sprite with peach flavoring.
And how did they get the blue color from that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't... It was strong. Like it, overpowering flavor.
It was a lot for sure.
A lot for sure. Also, I learned minions speak Spanish, so...
Yeah, Minion just straight up said "C" in the commercial.
See, no, they were talking in Spanish too. Also, there was an ad for Coke Zero, and people started clapping. I think
that was funny.
It was just a group of friends in front of us. So whenever one of them started doing some weird stuff, they all started clapping. Oh my gosh. Ghostbusters, hello.
The new Ghostbusters looks pretty hype.
So excited.
It's a sequel to the original with the kids of the Busters.
The Busting Kids.
It looks pretty good.
Yes.
It's got Stranger Things boy.
Stranger Things boy and child from other
Who was the
things.
adult in it? It was somebody. wasn't it? The teacher? Paul Rudd.
Paul
It was Paul
Rudd!
Rudd, that's who it was.
My fave. I love Paul Rudd. Not my fave. You guys know my fave. Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog is my fave. Let's go Sonic. Yeah, I'm super glad they did this. When they make a Mario movie in 2 years.
I'll be all over that.
Oh, hell yeah.
The first one was... We don't speak about the first one. This one will be... If they did it, they could do it really well. Especially if they made it like... I don't get why they don't make movies like this animated. It doesn't make sense to me.
I know! Who needs a live-action Sonic movie?
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Especially for, like, video games. You could... Okay, I'm not gonna get into it.
Get into it.
No, I'm not gonna
Get
get
into it.
Mm-mm.
Go off.
No.
But, like, the end credits was, like, in the traditional, well, semi-traditional Sonic layout format, where it was, like, you know, cartoony and pixely and stuff. And that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't understand. Oh, my God. Are they gonna make a Kirby movie? A Kirby? Kirby's the one.
I've always felt like Kirby was such a niche title that it's not like a big one, you know? Like it's a small
What are you
subset.
talking about?
Kirby's
the biggest one.
Kirby's
the biggest one.
He has
Squeak Squad?
He has
Hello.
like 4 or 5 games. He has one show that only you have seen.
Kirby! Right back at ya.
Like,
Amazing
everything I know
show.
about Kirby is from Smash Brothers.
Okay, what if they make a Zelda movie?
They could do
That would be good.
based on Breath of the Wild, it'd be phenomenal. Just because
Based
Breath
on-
of the Wild is fantastic.
Based on only the parody that Smosh made. Based on that video.
Well, after the Minecraft movie, anything is possible. So, just gotta sit and wait patiently for that masterpiece. We'll definitely be making a review of the Minecraft movie.
We saw Star Wars, and I begged you to make a Star Wars review.
We didn't make a Star Wars.
No!
I swear we did.
No, we didn't. I
swear
haven't
we did.
uploaded a video this year.
I swear we did though.
No, we did not. You want to look at my videos
No,
on my
that's fine.
phone?
That's fine. Sorry. I really thought we did.
Okay. Next Valentine's Day, we'll see the Minecraft movie.
Unless it's out before then.
Every Valentine's Day, we'll watch a video game movie.
Okay.
Roblox,
Warcraft,
Fortnite, League. Oh my gosh, League movie. They have 70,000 characters.
They could make a good League movie if they wanted to. The lore runs so deep.
Okay, shut up.
Or a Dark Souls movie. I'd
but
watch a shit out of that.
basically, I was really upset that Amy wasn't in this movie.
She'll be in the next one. I think they'll all be in the next one.
I wanted Amy
I
to
want the
come out.
alligator that's cool. What's his name? Or Roscoe, the big purple thing. What's his name?
The alligator that's cool.
Not the alligator that's cool, the big purple... Big the cat. That's his fucking
Big
name.
cat.
Phone was like, shut up!
I'm kind of kink shaming you for bringing up Roscoe.
The alligator? I don't know the alligator's name. I thought Big the cat was named Roscoe.
No. What is her name? I thought her name was Roscoe, the purple cat with the wings that everyone always makes porn out of.
Her name is...
She's in Sonic X.
Batsy? Bat? I feel like it's something dumb like that.
And then the other pink girl with the tan companion, whatever. I don't care about any of them. But I really want Amy and Knuckles. Knuckles is like my favorite Sonic
Knuckles
character.
is the coolest. I think Rogue. The bad.
There you go. Wait, I was talking about Blaze the cat. But I am thinking of Rogue. I got them confused. But, Shadow...
See, this is my man.
Yeah, I know. Shadow, I don't really have, a lot of fond memories of him. You know, because he's kind of a bad guy, isn't he? But Knuckles is, like, cute.
Vector
My
the
favorite.
crocodile. I was a Tails guy. I love Tails. Tails is the best.
I love Knuckles.
And
But
then,
not dumb Knuckles like they do to him in Sonic Boom. I like edgy Knuckles. And then Amy, I like Amy, but...
I think the next one will have Amy, Knuckles, and Tails. And then the next one after that will have Shadow, Metal Sonic, and the Golden Sonic when he has all the Chaos Emeralds. I think they'll do that in
Werewolf Sonic.
where he turns into a dog instead of a hedgehog.
No, Sonic
Hedgehog.
Generations Werewolf Sonic.
There's so many Sonic characters, it's like dumb. I was scrolling through this list, I was like, who are these people?
There's a lot of Sonic
Cream the
characters.
Rabbit. Silver, Tackle, Charmy Bee, Vector the Crocodile, Vanilla the Rabbit, Espio the Chameleon, Wave the Swallow, like, and then you get to Tails. Like, really? Jet the Hawk? Who are these people? Meffles the Dark? Styx the Badger? I could go on for days. Mighty
Styx
the Armadillo?
Boom, I think.
Marine the Raccoon?
Gerald Robotnik. His name
Picture's
is
so
Gerald?
Scourge the Hedgehog? Honey the Cat? Ray the Flying Squirrel? Look at this fool! Who are you? Who are you?
Anyways, what would you rate the movie out of 10? You're like progressively getting more and more out of frame. There you go.
5.
5?
Yeah, it's right down the
For
middle.
a kid's movie?
For a kid's movie, probably a 7. For a movie, a 5. What about you?
The pacing was bad. The tone had a lot of problems. They weren't really good. They didn't take risks with scenes or shots or anything.
Which they don't have to. For a kid's movie, they really don't, because they're marketing to brainless monsters.
Yeah, but I wish they
I
would
love
market
kids.
towards me.
I know, me too.
Um,
Why can't they just conform to my freaking
I know.
sensibility?
I'll rate it a 6. I really like this movie, but I am biased, but I can't admit it wasn't good.
I thought the animation, if they did clean it up, was pretty nice on Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, some scenes where you could see him and the people he was talking to, it looked like the lighting was
And
bad.
I feel like it was also like sometimes they had the actors looking in the wrong place.
Yeah,
Just a
and
few
like the
times.
height was weird a lot too.
He's
But
very small.
he is very small. But he is a hedgehog. They're like this big. Give me your rings. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
It was weird that they used the rings as teleporters, though. I didn't like that at all. And he was going all willy-nilly with the ring usage. Like, he just wasted a ring to show us what Mushroom World looks like in his own soliloquy to himself.
Yeah.
And then he wastes a bunch of them fighting Eggman. And it's just like, do you have to? You know? Like, yeah, that was my only... That's basically it.
Yep. That is our Sonic movie review.
That is our Sonic movie review. Thank you for watching. This has been an AB conversation, so I'll see you in the next video. Also, Star Wars movie review when?
Yes.